is Jim Hickey. Last time I was talking about crossing from the US into Canada. This time I'll be talking about crossing out of Canada. Now you don't need to call CanPass when you're leaving, but you do need to file a flight plan. Now remember from last time, you need the eAPIS account, custom sticker on the outside of your plane, your pilot's license, your medical, and your passport. Now to enter the United States, you need to give them 1 hour notice, but they do have time constraints, so you're going to have to check on that. You'll need good internet connectivity to file your eAPIS, and in addition to filing eAPIS, you need to find the customs phone number for the port of entry. So this can be found in the airport facilities directory. ForeFlight has it under the comment section. Give that number a call to arrange for an arrival time. They want to be there when you land. When I was coming back home, I landed at Cut Bank. They weren't happy that when they walked up to the plane, I was on the phone talking to flight service to close the flight plan. Basically, he said, hey, customs comes first, those guys can wait. So he got a little nicer after that, but just something to think about. Now, when you're heading up to Alaska along the Alaska Highway, the only decent option really is to fuel up in Whitehorse and to file for Northway for the inspection. Then it's a short hop to Tok, where you can refuel before flying on to Fairbanks or Anchorage, whichever way you're planning to go in. When I called customs, he basically talked me into accepting a fuel stop in Tok, and he would arrange for me to clear in Fairbanks. It sounded a little unusual. He seemed a little reluctant to set up a crossing in Northway. I had no experience doing this before. I don't know what's normal or not, so I accepted the offer. Part of the problem is you never know what's going to happen with the weather, and I'm sure that they've been, left behind before, if you will. As it turned out, I did get turned around right before Haines Junction. The clouds got too low for my comfort level. I didn't want to fly 100 feet off the ground, so I turned around, went back to Whitehorse. So I tried to call Fairbanks to let them know I wasn't coming, and they said they didn't have a record of me being scheduled for an inspection. I thought that was a little bit odd, but they said there was nothing else I needed to do. I paid for another night of a hotel in Whitehorse and was getting ready to settle down for the night, and the weather started to clear. So I wasted that money. Jumped in the airplane and headed towards Beaver Creek. This time the weather got low again at Haines Junction, but this time I saw their airport. I saw the other two airports along the way. Obviously you can land on the highway. But basically I made it into Beaver Creek, spent the night there, and got ready to cross the border the next day. So after spending the night in Beaver Creek, a very nice resort with a local pilot who owns it, I filed my eAPIS and I called customs. Again, he tried to talk me into clearing in Fairbanks or Anchorage. I told him that my plan was to stop for the night in Tok. So reluctantly he agreed. We set a time for me to cross the border and meet in Northway.
Gotta get a picture of this crowd that gathered. Oh, perfect.
When I did arrive in Northway, there was no one there, and when I ended up calling customs, they said, hey, we have no record of you being there. But then she said, hey, this has happened a couple times before, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Anyway, at that point she said, fly on to Tok, we have an agent down there already. And so I did the short leg to Tok, and an agent came out and met me, looked at my pilot's license and medical, and basically cleared me on my way. And from there I fueled up and headed off to Fairbanks.